The Blue Hue, starring Mr. Beautiful Blues, in a lot of blue. Directed and written by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer, if you find yourself turning blue, it's either because you're holding your breath too long or cosplaying as a Smurf. Either way, breathe, laugh, and consult a professional if necessary.
Mr. Beautiful Blues, the self-proclaimed most stunning man on the internet, was a YouTuber with a niche so bizarre it somehow worked. His channel revolved entirely around him filming himself in various mirrors, admiring his own reflection. I mean, who wouldn't want to look at this masterpiece all day? He often declared, blowing kisses to his camera. His loyal fan base, mostly trolls who couldn't look away from the train wreck of vanity, agreed. One fateful day, Mr. Beautiful Blues decided to film his magnum opus. He set up a live stream in his bedroom, surrounded by mirrors of all shapes and sizes, so no angle of his beauty would go unnoticed. In the background, he blasted Eiffel 65's iconic Blue Dabba on repeat for ambiance. As he struck pose after pose, serenading himself with the song's catchy chorus, something strange began to happen. At first, he thought it was just his dazzling aura reflecting oddly in the mirrors. But no, the walls of his room were actually turning blue. The pink throw pillows on his bed. Blue. His prized golden Labrador sparkles. Now a deep cerulean. Even the water in his goldfish bowl had transformed into a vivid cobalt, along with the goldfish itself, who now looked more like an underwater Smurf. Mr. Beautiful Blues paused mid-hair flip, staring at his reflection in shock. His skin had taken on a shimmering azure hue. His perfectly coiffed hair now looked like a frozen wave, and his teeth sparkled like tiny sapphires. "Oh my gosh, I'm even more beautiful now," he gasped. But as he admired his new blue-tiffle self, the entire room dissolved into a swirling vortex of azure light. Mr. Beautiful Blues screamed, clutching his camera as everything around him melted into a monochromatic haze. When the spinning stopped, he found himself standing in the middle of a strange world where everything was blue. The sky? Blue? The grass? Blue. Even the birds flying overhead squawked, "Blue, blue," in a suspiciously auto-tuned voice. A blue cow ambled by and mooed at him, its milk dripping a navy hue. Mr. Beautiful Blues blinked, realizing the Eiffel 65 song was still playing, but now it was coming from everywhere. The trees, blue speakers, the river, a flowing stream of Dabba. At first, he was ecstatic. "This is my paradise," he shouted, doing pirouettes in the blue grass. He live-streamed his discovery, narrating every detail. "Look at me, the most dazzling blue man in history. Even my dog is blue, can you believe it?" But the novelty wore off quickly. His subscribers, watching the surreal spectacle unfold, bombarded the live chat with questions. "Are you okay, bro? This is getting weird. Did you edit this, or are you legit trapped? LMAO, this dude is in Smurf hell." As hours passed, Mr. Beautiful Blues discovered the darker side of his predicament. His once beloved goldfish now gave him menacing stares, as if plotting his demise. His blue dog barked in a robotic tone, endlessly repeating, "Blue! Blue! Blue!" Every meal he tried to eat tasted like artificial blueberry syrup, and the Eiffel 65 song wouldn't stop, ever. "No! No more Dabba," he screamed, covering his ears. "I can't live like this!" Desperate to escape, he decided to consult the locals. He approached a blue farmer tending his blue crops. "Hey, how do I leave this place?" he asked, smiling nervously. The farmer turned, his face void of expression, and said in a monotone voice, "There is no escape. You are blue now. Forever." Panic set in. Mr. Beautiful Blues sprinted through the sapphire fields, trying to find an exit, a portal, anything. But every path led him back to the same spot, a blue mirror that reflected his terrified blue face. Realizing the futility of his situation, he fell to his knees, wailing, Why? Why did I sing that cursed song? In the distance, his blue goldfish let out a low, guttural chuckle. And so Mr. Beautiful Blues remains in his cobalt kingdom to this day, endlessly streaming to a now worldwide audience as the Eiffel 65 song plays on repeat. His fans? They love it. It's his best content yet, they say, not realizing their ironic comments have sealed his fate.
No more bullshit. You are either on my side, by my side, or in the fucking way. Choose wisely.